Goomy! What is up, guys? Steven here, and today I am going to be bringing you Week 7 replay versus Blast in LTPL. So for Week 7, we had to win the week, and whoever won the week in our matchup made playoffs. Every other series in Week 7 had no bearing on playoffs, but ours. We had to win, we couldn't tie. And I beat Blast in SPL when I was in SPL, and he had the best record in SPL that year. So this is his chance to get some revenge, I suppose. Unfortunately, I didn't have a great matchup in this game. I really want to play aggressively, even though I'm using stall, just because in particular that CAC turn is really menacing. And the fact that he has the Polyrath to beat my Sliggoo, and it's just really bad. This wasn't a team I built, this was a team that was given to me to bring, and I didn't feel super comfortable with it, but it's what they wanted me to bring, and that's why I ended up bringing it. And the things that I really identified is win conditions where Quagsire could do pretty well, but the CAC turn was pretty bad. Since I wasn't if I was Toxic Quagsire, I think this game would have been a lot easier, but unfortunately I was Curse. So that just made the game a lot harder, and he does have that Poniard, which is pretty menacing to my team as well. So yeah, let's just get right into it. I led Quagsire expecting Poniard or Rhydon, and I get that correct, as I'm just going to EQ the CAC turn, and I figured he was special, so I just go into Sliggoo, and it doesn't do much. He's just going to go Dust Noir, as I double back into Quagsire expecting Poniard, and now he makes a really nice play and goes into Garbodor expecting my switch into Autono. So at that point I'm pretty much forced to go back into Quagsire. He switches. I still think he might have Seed Bomb, but I'm not entirely sure. He just didn't want to sack his Garb that early. So I'm just going to go into Pelipper on the Polyrath, and he burns me, unfortunately, as I'm able to knock off his lefties, but already my team is getting whittled, and he has so many things that pressure my whole team. So this is kind of frustrating. He's just going to go back into CAC turn. I'm going to go into Autono, as he does a lot with Dark Pulse. It's pretty impressive damage. And I just double into Quagsire expecting Rhydon. I get that play right, as he rocks on my Scald, predicting not CAC turn. So at this point, I'm really just trying to play aggressively, because I am behind due to the hazards being up, and just the pressure that his team puts on me in general. So I actually do Scald again, just trying to pick up the KO on that Rhydon, because I really want his rocks that are gone. So I switch into Skuntank on his Dark Pulse, and I'm banded, and I predict him to switch in Pursuit and get that correct. As now he goes into Garbodor, and I just Pursuit again, actually expecting him to switch back out, as he actually just goes for rocks. So at this point, kind of stuck, so I Pursuit again, expecting him to switch again, and then expecting the last hazard, I'm going to go into Pelipper. And this is kind of a play that people questioned, why did I not Roost on this turn instead of defogging. I think I had to defog, because all of these hazards are here, and if he went straight into Poniard on my Roost, then defogging into the +2 knockoff was just not good, because I would lose my Pelipper, which is my way of hazard removal. He would still have his Garbodor, and then he could get T-Spikes up later, and if I wanted to switch into Quagsire on the Poniard without defogging, just roosting and then switching, I'd have to switch in on the hazards and the T-Spikes, and then I would be really whittled, and that would bring CAC turn back in with all these hazards up. So I pretty much had to defog at this juncture and hope that I could dodge a gunk shot, which I don't, which is just really bad. So I'm forced to go back into Quagsire. So like, either way, I think that mathematically I had a better chance. I think mathematically I had a better chance by staying in on that Garb, just because he had to hit both gunks. Even though I ended up kind of at the same juncture where he could get up T-spikes and later, but I had a better chance of staying in a good position there by defogging instead of roosting. So now I scalded there because I was just getting really aggressive. I didn't want him to go get his rocks, which would ensure that my skunk would die. And now he just goes straight into Garbodor, and unfortunately I don't get a para on either of those, and I don't get a para on this one, and he hits all of them instead of going for T-spikes. So just he reveals Seed Bomb, and like at this point the game is just really over, because Pawniard just wins. I just get up rocks, just cause, and I take my kill, but Pawniard comes in and it obviously just wins, because Skuntank dies to hazards, and this obviously beats Bronzor because I can't touch it, and Audino because it can just Iron Head. So yeah, I kind of got plopped on my neck that game, but it's okay. I had pretty bad matchup, and I probably shouldn't have played as aggressively as I did, but I felt like I had to, just given how many tools he had to succeed against my team. And him hitting all of those gunk shots and like not getting poisoned in any of those situations was just paralyzed, sorry, with Garbodor, and like all of the times that I Dragon Breathed it was really just unfortunate. But yeah, if you guys like this video, drop a like, drop a comment, they're greatly appreciated. If you dislike the video, drop a comment and tell me why in the drop a dislike and tell me why in the comments, and I'll see you all next time. Peace. Don't bring me back.